some syrup! Grizzly! Resonant! I'm brimming with power! Yes! This is kinda exciting. This might be useful. Grizzly!
That's the stuff. Just feel that sunlight. It's almost too bright out here after being in the archives for so long.
I hope we learned something about Deilophos and Cerulia.
Any lead could be advantageous. Let us hope.
A love that withstands time, huh? Hina.
Wow. It's like a curtain of light.
It's the Aurora.
Right. I think I remember Shiryu telling me about this phenomenon. I never thought I'd see it in person. Shiri who? None of your business, Jule.
Gee, you were the one who brought him up.
Huh?
We thank you all for coming to the Radiant Playhouse Terratio and apologize for the inconvenience. Unfortunately, our scheduled performance of Deilophos and Cerulia has been delayed indefinitely.
Hear that? Deilophos and Cerulia. Just what we came here to see.
Not good. We've come a long way for a cancelled performance.
There appears to be no appointed Alm of Light. Is that of pertinence to the postponed play?
Well, there have been a few issues with our thespians. We don't know why, but the actors aren't in performative condition at the moment.
Does the show have something to do with naming the Alm?
But of course, we performed this special tale for the fairies coming. Over the course of the production, a spotlight will fall on the one to be named the new Alm of Light. If we cannot perform, it could be the end of the island of Lorimar. A tragedy, I tell you.
We cannot turn a blind eye to their plight. Let us ask the actors how they have been afflicted.
Good idea. Let's go. Better check on the performers and see what's the matter. I hope it's nothing serious. Let me see. This might be useful. Let me see. This might be useful. Let's rest up. Taking this. Got some syrup.
Huh?
Can't be. Telephos?
Why, yes, I will be playing Delaphos in this year's show. But please, save the autographs for another time.
I would be honored if he would be amenable to an autograph.
Palomina?
What's this we've been hearing about the actors being unable to perform in their current condition?
Oh, that. You see, I can't remember. I mean, I literally cannot remember what happens in the play. And after so many auditions to land the role.
Why can't you just read the script again? Can't be that hard to memorize your lines.
Would that it were truly so easy, but when I glance at the page, my mind goes blank every time. It would be so bad if I was the only one afflicted, but oh, the horror! Every single actor is affected. Who knows when we will ever be able to put on another play again? If we cannot produce an Alm of Light, how will we ever face the Mana Goddess? We will be ruined!
Okay, calm down. I can't deal with a Delaphos lookalike acting so pitiful.
Forgive me. Ah, I need some fresh air.
Such a shame to have landed a leading part and then be faced with these difficulties. How can we help?
It sounds like this development is recent. Maybe it has something to do with the seal on the Benevodon of Light.
It might. Delaphos has been going around messing with the Benevodons after all.
Here's an idea. Why not use the Lumina Lantern on these actors and see if the Elemental of Light can counteract the Benevodon's influence?
With Lumina's power, that might be possible. Try it out on one of those artistes over there.
I almost thought we were talking to the real Delaphos for a second. Okay, pull it together, Val. You gotta head to the stage and see to that actor.
It's no use. I cannot remember a single line. Should we turn the production into a pantomime? That won't help if we can't recall the plot of the show. You're the troupe leader. What now?
The lady they are referring to as the leader has been performing since her youth. I have seen a great many memorable masterpieces by her.
My, but you're the convoy of alms. Welcome. I am the leader of this troupe. I am also playing the lead in our production of Delaphos and Cerulean. I think you are. Don't forget how important you are to the play. My head is spinning. I can't lead anyone when I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. I should quit acting.
You cannot! Do not cast away your career. Val, please, the Lumina Lantern.
Right. We think the power of light can help your town. Do you mind if we try something out?
Hold on! A thought just flashed through my head. I remember something about Delaphos and Cerulean. Many years ago, war ravaged the place we know now as Arvit's pasture. Mortal was pitted against mortal in a seemingly endless struggle. That conflict that spanned generations was known as Arvit's War. This is the tale of the one who brought it to its end. Of course! That was the introduction! Which is all well and good, but I still cannot recall a thing myself. Oh, you must help us! Use your elemental vessel on the other actors and get them to remember their roles! I beg you!
Sure. Where can I find the performers?
They'll be spread out across the island practicing their parts. Find them quickly, please!
The The Lumina lantern sure came in handy. Hopefully it'll have the same effect on all the actors having issues with their parts.
What was it again? I was Delphos' enemy, right? Or was it his ally? Oh,
He looks really torn up about forgetting his part. Get out the lantern already!
my! What a bewitching gleam you have there. It touches me deep within my soul.
The light will help you. Just keep looking at it, okay? That's it. Watch the lantern.
Eureka! I've got it! I finally remember some of what happens in Delphos and Cerulia.
It's all back? You're sure?
You would doubt a professional such as myself? Here's a rendition of my part from the beginning of the play. Delphos and Cerulia, Act 1. Enter General Delphos, fresh from the battlefield, worn down but still going strong. The warring factions had begun cutting down innocent farmers and their families. Delphos spots our heroine Cerulia as she attempts unsuccessfully to flee. Now, the general was a soldier the likes of which had never been seen before or since, but even a man of his caliber was unable to stop the onslaught. Suddenly, an arrow is loosed at the fair maiden. Delphos takes the arrow in her stead, leaving his right arm damaged and immobile. The two manage to escape the battlefield and leave their past behind them. They are the only survivors of that bloody skirmish.
So Delphos saved Cerulia at the cost of his arm. I guess he couldn't fight anymore after that.
Huzzah! I should head backstage and let the troop leader know that I'm ready for my close-up. Thanks for saving my acting career.
He sacrificed his arm for her. That takes courage.
Babu, da baba do bum. Da da goo da.
Welcome! We've got what you need. Would you like to peruse the whip? Thank you! Would you like to peruse? Thank you! Come again! Welcome! We've got what you need. Would you like to? Thank you! Come again!
Welcome. What will it be? Excellent choice. Thanks a bunch. Excellent choice. Thanks a bunch. Excellent choice. Thanks a bunch. Stop by again.
Let me see. This might be useful. Grizzly! Let me see. A rare item! exciting. Is this? Help us out! I'm brimming with power.
The goddess's heroic... No. The goddess's own... Not that either. What is the line?
Mister, you look like you need some help.
Who goes there?
Nobody. Just some theater enthusiast. In fact, the troop leader asked us to ask you to look at this lantern.
The goddess's hero champion! Slayer of all 8 Benevodons! Oh, that's it! Put a load off my mind.
Well, lucky you. Think you're up to performing the part?
Well, I should rehearse once first before I go back. And stay and listen. Deilophos and Cerulia. Act 3. Deilophos' epic journey. At the behest of the Mana Goddess, Deilophos traveled the world, sword in hand, subduing each and every Benevodon as it appeared in his path. The road was tough, but Deilophos persevered. He single-handedly defeated all 8 mighty monsters, earning him a hero's welcome from the people he saved. Deilophos was unstoppable for one reason and one alone. A promise made on Entwine Bridge Pass to his beloved Cerulia. Someday, I swear I will return to you. Until that day, I swear I will wait for you.
He traveled the whole world subduing Benevodons alone? We've had a hard enough time in a group.
I'm saved. They can't recast me now, but I better practice some more before curtain call. You have my gratitude.
Doing your best to power through the hardships for the sake of a promise. Yeah, I know how that feels.
Did I enter from stage right or left? Oh dear, this won't do at all.
Are you part of the acting troupe?
Why are you carrying around a lantern like that? What are you supposed to be? The ghost of Alms and Solgard's past?
I'll leave the role-playing to the professionals, but you should take a good look either way.
Well, I'll be. It's like the haze is cleared from my mind. You have all illuminated my way in the dark.
You're not just saying that, right? How can you be sure?
A fine thing to say. How about I spoil the middle of the play for you? Then will you believe me? Deilophos and Cerulia, Act 2. Deilophos gains mastery of the Mana Sword. Deilophos and Cerulia begin a peaceful life together, away from the devastations of war. Until one day, an emissary of the Mana Goddess comes to Deilophos, begging for his help to save the world from chaos. This fairy tells him of great Benevodon monsters brought about by the Mortals' War. Only one strong enough of both heart and body stands a chance against the fiends. Deilophos accepts the mission and receives the Sword of Mana. Miraculously, his injured arm is healed and his former strength restored.
Okay. Deilophos takes the Mana Sword and goes off to slay the Benevodons. Got it.
Why am I still here prattling on to you? I have to find the troop leader and let her know I'm ready. Thanks, I guess. Bye.
We're lucky the Lumina lantern works so fast.
There is a bright future for this fellowship of actors yet.
Now that we've gotten the hang of it, let's use the lantern on the troop leader one more time.
Agreed. Back into the theater we go. We gotta get the troop leader to remember her part. She should be on stage. Time to bust out the Lumina lantern one more time. This is kind of exciting. Nice! Found you, little cactus.
If it isn't the alms. Thank you for assisting our actors with their warm-ups.
Is everyone accounted for?
Well, there is one minor hiccup. Our troop leader is nowhere to be found. Can you help us search for her?
Oh, this is terrible! Horrifying!
What? Did something happen to our leader?
No, not her! Look at the sky! What is to become of us all?
Huh? Oh, no! What's going on?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Take cover here. We'll check it out.
I'll come with you. The show cannot go on without our troop leader. I have to find her.
Stick close to us and don't go looking for trouble.
No, not the sky. It was so pretty before.
Let's check it.
Wait a second. Aish? What are you doing here?
My investigations in Lagrazzo have concluded. I did say that I would meet up with you when I was finished, did I not? Please note that I do not bring glad tidings, however. I observed a peculiarly dense concentration of mana power flowing toward none other than the Temple of Wendel. The Temple of Wendel, as I'm sure you know, was once a sacred place of pilgrimage in the days of Fadiel. The elemental power of darkness, namely knowledge, and that of light, the thirst for truth, have always been intertwined. Two halves of the same whole, if you will. For those with knowledge are wont to seek the truth. In the distant past, those learned people sought solace in Wendel.
Informative lecture, but we have other things to worry about. Namely, if that mana power is what I think it is.
Yes, as Julie has undoubtedly inferred, the Benevodon of Light has been released from her seal.
Figures. Always trust your roots.
Benevodon of Light? Oh dear. We must find our leader as soon as possible.
Deilophos? I had not accounted for this.
This gentleman is merely playing the part of the protagonist in Deilophos and Cerulia. But his Cerulia counterpart is nowhere to be found.
I did notice someone wearing peculiarly theatrical clothing wandering off in that direction earlier.
Oh dear. Where could she have been going?
We should go after her.
For a moment, I mistook that man for Deilophos himself. A brilliant costume, that.
Yeah, he got me too. It's a bit of a shock at first.
Dear Deilophos, my heart is forever with you. I will wait for you always.
What did she say?
I couldn't make it out. Maybe she's rehearsing?
Beloved Deilophos, champion of the goddess and hero to the people. Do not bother with me. I am fine.
She doesn't seem to know what she's doing.
We must keep a weather eye on her whereabouts.
Let me see. Nice! Taking this. Yes! This is kinda exciting. Is this? Where to next? Taking this. Yes!
Dear Deilo, forgive them. Be at peace. Be a beacon of hope, my hero.
This reminds me of when Palomino went off on her own in Tata.
How far is our troop leader planning to go? It could be dangerous.
Taking this. This is kinda exciting. A rare item!
Deilo, please, stop.
Wait, don't go that way. Cerulia, you must escape from this battlefield of sorrow. I will sacrifice my arm, my battalion, anything to save you.
Deilo, I will wait for always.
Huh? Ah! What are you doing?
You were not in your right mind. I only meant to stop you.
Why am I here, of all places?
You don't remember?
There is a chance that your consciousness was corrupted by an outside force. I myself was once overcome in such a way.
Your conversation sounded like lines straight from your play. Was it rehearsed?
No, it was all ad-libbed. I just said what sounded right.
I can't even think straight. Oh, my head.
Hang on. Let's try the Lumina Lantern.
No, nothing. I can't remember.
The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. This is what Lorimar's prophecy of destruction portends. The cause of this amnesia may be linked to the reactivation of the Benevodon of Light, appropriate if the power of the elemental vessel stays the effects somewhat.
Light, like the moon, has power over the mind. If we can defeat the monster, everything should go back to normal.
Sounds like our only option is to stop the Benevodon then.
I shall leave the subjugation of our foe in your capable hands. Rest assured, I will see these performers back to the theater.
How noble. So you don't intend to grill them on this the second they're out of danger?
My, you are smarter than you look. I would be remiss in my duties as a scholar if I didn't document this incident thoroughly.
Let Aish do what he needs to. He's got his own priorities. We have to head to the Temple of Wendell.
My thoughts are with you, even when we are apart, my friends.
Yeah. Be careful.
Let me see.
A rare item!
Wendell, huh? Here we are. This place has been here since the time of Fadiel, right? The decor does have a certain nostalgia to it.
Was the world really that different back then?
Honestly, Sproutlings and spirits lived in a whole other realm, so I have no idea what you saps were up to. Never crossed my mind. But now I wonder what people hope to gain by coming to places like this. I never cared about that kind of thing in the past. Other people's business was their own.
You've grown a lot over this journey, Jule.
A change of heart isn't a bad thing. My travels as a hired blade were what really opened my eyes to the world around me.
Thanks. I'll try not to let my newfound altruism go to my head.
So you were getting worried.
That's not what I said.
Like the truth seekers of old, our travels have brought us to this temple.
Okay, that's enough self-reflection. We have a Benevodon to defeat.
Right. We have a duty to the actors and to the future Alm of Light.
Odd that Aish had no interest in observing the Benevodon.
I think he was preoccupied with the actors and what happened to them.
I see. A stranger phenomenon superseding the interest in the first. That does sound like him. I will take over.
Aha! The key is reflecting the light, so we can move forward.
This is hard. Well, you do it.
Sure.
Little cactus? I will take this. Yeah. There is something supremely suspicious.
I failed. I wasn't by her side.
Huh? Is that voice. Can no one else hear it?
Assist us! To where have we been warped?
I have gathered some grizzly syrup.
Hear us!
I should never have gone. I would never have left her side had I known.
Wait. There it is again.
Extra power! Now! Step aside! Make way!
It is correctly calibrated. I have gathered some grizzly syrup. It is correctly calibrated. I have gathered some grizzly syrup.
Val, is something wrong? Stopping suddenly and looking around at nothing. I'm here if you need someone to talk to.
Oh, sorry, no. I'm just trying to be extra careful in here. I'm fine.
It is pulsating with power.
Delafos had to travel the whole world to defeat the Benevolent. Darns.
All 8
Make way!
This was our victory.
Guide us!
I'll carry on from here. Ready whenever. Flame saber.
defenses until the very end. Let us proceed, post haste. Did the spirit realm look like this, Julei?
The spirit realm looked more like Vertius, actually. But there were stone structures like this, too. Brings back memories.
is correctly calibrated. I have gathered some grizzly syrup. I will take this. It is pulsating with power. It is correctly calibrated. It is correctly calibrated. It is correctly calibrated.
Keep them coming. The elemental vessel is ready.
One rival remains.
The results speak for themselves. The Dugbears will love this. If I angle it this way... If I angle it this way, if I angle it this way, if I angle it this way, if I angle it this way... If I angle it this way... If I angle it this way... Look at you, got this is very valuable. I can do
Hear my plea.
Nice timing. Moving.
moving.
Our forces made this outcome an obvious one. I will take over.
We can be at ease here.
Do we always have to fight? I mean, come on!
It can't be reasoned with. We gotta fight.
Evidently effective. That went well. Oh, spirit! Submit! Salamander! Templar attack there! Salamander! Submit! I think
Answer our call.
Take this! You're mine! I'm on it!
My thanks.
Here, use this!
That attack is terribly troublesome. It must be stopped.
You're mine! I got your back! You're mine! Far enough! Never! For your assistance! Now!
Use this! Far enough!
Stay alert!
Get ready! Never! One more! Take this! To our side. You're mine! I Get ready! Far enough! Now! One more! You're mine! Now! Not so self-evident.
Won't lose.
Do all the alms have to deal with this thing on their pilgrimages?
I doubt it. This whole trip is a little irregular.
Hear us!
All I wanted. It was all I wanted in life. And yet,
He sounds like he's in pain. Like the memories are too hard to bear.
We have procured a pretty prized possession. Guide us! It is pulsating with power.
If the light passes through, the floor appears?
I think the floor's there the whole time. We just can't make it out.
Light leads the way to truth and... all things, you might say, including the floor. I will take this. We must brace ourselves for battles more brutal than before. There is something Everyone,
You're mine!
Filthy! Make way!
I got this. Time to call on the elemental spirits. Filthy! This should be the last one.
Lose.
This appears to be an article seldom seen. I will take over. Val, you were touching your chest. You okay?
Yeah, it's probably nothing. It's just a bruise. Don't worry about me.
I think he's been acting weird since we got to Wendell, personally.
I agree. He thinks that we are not aware of his absent looks and far-off thoughts. What wondrous where could this be? It is correctly calibrated. I will take this.
Just one more look. One more smile.
What does Delafos mean?
I got this.
The vessel's filled with mana. You're mine.
The frigid cold makes my eyes close of their own accord. The frigid cold makes my eyes close of their own accord. Mr. Power!
The elemental vessel is ready.
Salamander! How cruelly cold!
Time to get to work.
I'll carry on from here. You're mine. Take the made it out.
I have been summoned. Manifest! To where have we been warped?
We're so high up. Are we?
Above the clouds? Please tell me this is as high as we're gonna get?
You... can see the path that leads ahead. There may be someone lying in wait.
Probably the Benevodon and Delafos. Be wary of both, Val.
Right. We should prepare now before we move on.
Champion of the goddess, enemy of my kin. Your truth from the past differs from what you find in the present. My hitherto eternal seal is broken. I would give my thanks.
Deilophos! Give me Hina's...
Wait, Val. Something's not right.
I am overflowing with power! This is the strength I remember! With such energy at my command, I will take my revenge on the goddess!
Light is but a reflection of darkness. Shadows breed where light is strongest. Pray, where do you fall? I, Celafia, will be the judge.
But wait! We have so many... questions!
Looks like the judge will test upon first.
And we better survive this.
Time to get to work.
Her protective mantle is nullifying our offensive. What a slippery ring!
It's slippery! Hang in there! Get ready!
Abandon hope. Behold.
Clearance to our
Now don't stop attacking! Not so tough now, are you?
Hear my plea!
Abandon hope.
Save this one just for you! Or finish!
Behold.
You're not so tough now, are you?
Abandon hope.
Behold, I have been summoned. Evil Gate!
Behold.
Evil Gate! Shame!
Abandon hope. Behold.
My gratitude! Earthquake!
Abandon hope.
Submit! Shame!
Behold.
Unleash your true power! My gratitude!
Shame!
Abandon hope.
Evil Gate! Shame! It is done! Our
Behold.
chance is now! Evil Gate! Shame!
I got this.
Abandon hope.
So tough now, are you?
Behold. Abandon hope.
Come on! Come on!
Behold.
Don't stop attacking!
Abandon hope. Behold.
I have been summoned.
I'll deal with this.
My reign ends.
Behold. Abandon hope.
Don't go down so easy.
Behold.
Nice timing.
Abandon hope. Abandon hope.
Nice timing.
Behold,
The spirits will answer our call.
abandon hope.
I got this.
Abandon hope. Behold, abandon hope.
I will take over.
We ask for your assist, my thanks. Submit!
Behold,
Be on guard as she builds up her power.
I will not limit myself.
Maybe we should
Judgment on her.
Yes. Shall we make that final call?
This is the end. Delafia.
abandon hope.
I'll do it.
Out of my way. Take this. Keep going. I got this.
Shimmering frost.
I will take over.
Time to get to work. My time has come.
Lay not from this all-encompassing glow. Abandon hope.
The elemental vessel is ready.
Abandon hope.
I will take over.
Behold,
Perish!
Appreciated.
Go forth.
abandon hope.
I'll do it.
Lay not from this all-encompassing glow.
Nice timing.
Behold, abandon hope. Behold, abandon hope. Shimmering frost.
I'll carry on from here.
My eyes closed of their own accord. Freezing.
Lay not from the truth all-encompassing glow.
Dark Saber!
Abandon hope. Behold,
What tricky terrain!
you are not the goddess's chosen champion. Nor are you a hero of the people. Why then do you fight?
No. We want to make things better. Not because someone asked us to, but because we know that it's the right thing to do. Tell me, what made Delafos change from a hero of legend into this? Do you know? The character in Delafos and Cerulia had a mission. A reason to take up the sword again and fight. He was the goddess's chosen champion. And a hero of the people. What happened to him?
Light is a reflection of darkness. Utter devotion corrodes into vengeful resentment. You and he suffered the same pain.
The same pain? Hina.
I do not bestow known truths upon mortals. Fate sees to it that what must be revealed is shown in due time. But I shall bear witness to your truth to the end.
Look, the light elemental.
Heyo! It's me, Lumina! And may I say kudos for getting Silafia to see reason? Impressive!
Lumina! It's been forever and a day!
That you, Julie? Glad to see you! I'd like to say I'm doing well, but I'm getting deja vu seeing Deilophos in the state. Looks like nothing's changed since the last time he attacked the goddess.
Deilophos attacked her in that form? Why go to such lengths to hurt the goddess of mana?
We should warn her that her old buddy's back and looking for trouble, while we have the chance.
Do you think there's a way to seek an audience with the goddess when I take you all to the Mana Tree?
All this fuss and we still don't know why Deilophos is acting like this in the first place.
Suffering the same pain that I am.
That is what the Benevodon said.
Yeah, it's gotta be a clue. Something to do with what sparked his need for revenge. I could feel it the further we went into the temple. Deilophos is in agony.
The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. Perhaps the boundaries of your minds were breached in some way.
All we've got are theories. What I know for sure is that Deilophos is tormented by something. But no matter what his reasons, we have to stop Deilophos before he upends the whole world. That's the only way to know what really happened, and have a chance to get Hina's Core Stone back.
Look at you! Facing challenges head on and finding the courage to go after the truth! You're lighting your own way! Okay, I've decided.
Fairy?
Solgard Val, seeker of answers and truth. By the grace of the goddess of mana, I name you the Olm of Light.
Me? An Olm?
But Val's already got a job. Solgard.
Those aren't mutually exclusive. Liza was a Soul Guard once, and then became the Olm of Earth.
Seeker of Truth. A suitable pseudonym. Val was willing to interrogate a Benevodon in order to better understand our quandary.
And Lumina does have a soft spot for you.
Of course I do!
Okay. I, Val the Soul Guard, accept my new position as the Olm of Light.
Lucky for us all, I'm pretty sure a Soul Guard who is also an Olm will have no problem convincing our guardian friend.
Convincing who?
Just wait, you'll see. Well, what are you waiting for? Go back to the town and let everyone know not to worry. They've got a new Olm of Light!
We made it back to Teratio. Aisha's probably in the front of the theater. to next?
You've returned. I assume that means you've dealt with the Benevodon of Light?
Oh, enough about that! The sky has cleared, and so have our heads.
We remember the entire script for Delafos and Cerulia. Now I'm sure that I can nail the part.
Out of courtesy, I refrained from asking anything about the final act until the alms returned. Might I inquire now?
Of course! Here it goes! Delafos and Cerulia, final act. The hero comes to the end of his long journey.
With the power of the Mana Sword, Delafos managed to subdue all 8 of the Benevodons, earning him the title of legendary hero by all those he had saved.
Knowing that such awesome power should not be left in the hands of mortals, Delafos returned the sword to the goddess.
With the war ended and the Benevodon threat quelled, Delafos found he had no more need to fight. His duty was complete.
He returned home to his beloved Cerulia to live out the rest of his days in peace and tranquility. The end.
There. Now that that's settled, the show must go on. We have to find our Alm of Light, after all.
You'll see, Fairy. We'll put on a performance that knocks your wings off.
Wait, I, was actually named the Alm already. Sorry I didn't mention it.
What?
Yep. Everyone, meet your new Alm of Light, Val.
It was back in Wendell after we beat the Benevodon.
A plot twist!
No one saw this coming.
Heyo! It's true. I made up my mind and Fairy already delivered the news.
Lumina?
But then, what about our show? If we don't need to perform in order to decide on the Alm, what will we tell our patrons? They're expecting a big reveal. It's all there in the playbill. How anticlimactic.
Oh, I get it now. The townsfolk look forward to this play every 4 years, like Windine and Longren. The performers take pride in summoning the fairy.
Oh, well, things just kind of worked out differently this time. Delafos, not this guy, but the real one, forced my hand.
Troop leader, I have an idea that would make this the biggest show of our lives. A special performance.
Special how?
We add a 5th act featuring the Alm of Light. Then we have a scene where Val leaves for the Mana Tree. It'll connect the story of the past to current events.
You want me to act?
Not a speaking role, just a guest appearance. Maybe swing your sword around. Play up your alminess.
Do you want a part, Lumina? It is a once-in-a-4-year chance to give the people what they want.
My time has come! I've always wanted to be a star! I was made for the stage, baby!
It's a deal! The rest of the alms can sit in the reserved seating to watch the show.
Oh, wait a minute. I never agreed to any of this.
Thank you for your patience. Without further ado, Teratio presents Delafos and Cerulia.
Val, this was our best year yet. I'm honored that we could see you off on your journey to the Mana Tree in our own way.
And I think I speak for all of Lorimar when I say, we're counting on you. Stay safe.
Oh, such a thrilling theatrical. I have never been more moved by a melodrama.
Fairy attends this performance for every pilgrimage, huh? She really steals the show.
Now then, all the alms are accounted for. Shall we be off to the Tree of Mana? As for myself, I have said my goodbyes to my colleagues in Lagrazzo. I am prepared to fulfill my duty.
About that, before we sacrifice anything, we have to ask for an audience with the Mana Goddess. She's gotta know some way to stop Delafos.
Ah, yes. You cannot leave Delafos unchecked. May I ask what makes you think the goddess can assist?
Delafos seeks revenge, and his target is the Mana Goddess. She's in grave danger.
Plus, he's looking pretty bizarre these days now that his power is returning.
There you have it. First and foremost, we have to talk to the goddess.
If that is the consensus of the group, I have no objection. Though I find your lack of enthusiasm curious.
Enthusiasm?
Why am I not surprised? You do realize that no person has been simultaneously chosen as both the Soul Guard and Alm of Light in all recorded history, do you not? And yet, you continue on as though you're unfazed by this unprecedented phenomenon. Val, may I request an interview so that I might write down your thoughts for posterity?
Maybe later, yeah? I know that being named an Alm is rare under any circumstances, but I'm still just me. I don't feel any different. All that's changed is the goal at the end of my journey. What I know in my heart needs to be done. With Delafos still out there, this pilgrimage will be the hardest that any Alm has had to deal with, probably ever. But I'm still here, and I'm still your Soul Guard. And I won't let anything happen to any of you.
Of course.
Protector to the last, I see. Your resolve is evident in both word and action. Admirable.
I'm rooting for you all! Go get 'em!
Off to the sanctuary to meet with the Goddess of Mana at last.
Oh?
Helping out people in need can be so rewarding.
Oh!
Yes! Where to next?
I must chronicle every detail of our Soul Guard Kum Alm's journey. every word he said, every path he's trod. Oh, and I mustn't forget the events at Teratio.
Aish is keeping himself very busy with his records.
Yeah, well, it keeps him happy. I'm just glad he joined the... Let's use the Meridian to travel. Let's use the Meridian to travel. Let's rest up. I wish we'd been able to thank Trent for his help earlier.
He probably saved our bark back there. Goodbye, Convoy. Hello, Calamity.
I was so desperate to get Hina's Core Stone. I almost lost myself. We owe him.
Who knows?
Alms, I see you have returned.
Phew! You had me worried, Trent. Thanks for the help with Deilophos earlier.
Your thanks is unnecessary. As the overseer of the sanctuary, I could not sit idly by and allow harm to come to the Alms in the midst of their pilgrimage.
Trent? As in the Sentry of the Sanctuary? Watcher of the Alms' Passage? He is much larger than recorded in the texts I've read on the subject. Could I perhaps...
Not now, Aish. Focus.
As for you, Soul Guard Val, here is where the escort's journey ends. I have bidden farewell to many a Soul Guard in my time here as the Overseer. However, you have been appointed as an Alm in your own right. You may proceed onward to the Mana Tree with the rest of the Alms.
Thank you. I am honored to fulfill my duty as the Alm of Light. But before that, I want to talk to the Mana Goddess.
Curious. I would inquire as to what you have seen and heard on your travels that would prompt such a request. Please enlighten me.
We know that Deilophos is planning to take his revenge on the Mana Goddess, but we don't know why.
He's going around reviving Benevodons to stir up trouble. Sure, we defeated 3 of them already, but that's not the point.
The point is that Deilophos is regaining strength, and now he looks really weird and really menacing. We can't let him keep going like this.
Before long, he will arrive to assault the sanctuary. We seek a way to stop his progress, but we need the goddess's guidance.
You plan to stop Deilophos yourselves? Yet again, you surprise me.
We feel partially responsible for his resurrection and sudden rise to power. Plus, he still has Hina's Core Stone. I have to fix this before I can give my soul to the cause. Please understand.
Your plight is noted. It is not my wish to place any undue burdens on the Alms, nor on the Goddess of Mana herself. But I believe I am coming to understand what the elemental spirits saw in you when making their choices. there is change brewing in Kidiel. Steel yourselves, alms. You may enter the sanctuary with my blessing. Prepare your minds and hearts for when your souls will be necessary, and for what purpose you have been called.
Ominous words, my friend. We'll stop by after we hash things out with the Mana Goddess. How about you wish us luck on our way?
Very well. Until we meet again, alms, take care and keep a weather eye out on the road ahead.
Thanks. We'll try. Now it's off to see the Mana Goddess.
The Sanctuary of Mana.
Karina, wait!
Oh!
That's gotta be the Tree of Mana.
Wow!
It's beautiful. Almost familiar in a way.
Familiar. Yes. It makes sense that you feel that way.
The fairy.
Dropping those eaves as always, I see. Life begins with the Mana Tree, and when your time in this realm is over, your soul returns here to continue the cycle of rebirth.
Oh, then the Mana Tree oversees not just the alms, but all creatures. It's where all souls end up.
When the world was still Fadiel, the Mana Tree was in the spirit realm, right?
Yes. If Kidiel had not been created, you would never have had the opportunity to see the Mana Tree.
Incredible. If only I could tell everyone back home what a stunning sight this all is.
We've wasted enough time looking. It's time to get some answers.
How might one find the goddess in order to seek an audience?
Follow the path and it will lead you to her. Be sure to stay on the path, though.
But that's...
Monsters? Here?
We never had monster infestations before. There goes the neighborhood.
The barrier around the Mana Sanctuary is meant to be impenetrable. However, I happen to have several hypotheses over the origins of these sanctuary monsters. Some species might have been trapped inside of the barrier at the time of its fabrication. Or perhaps specific species are able to puncture...
Oh my, Master Aish is muttering to himself yet again.
Let him talk. Maybe he'll bore the monsters to death.
We should get going, but be careful, everyone.
I didn't account for monsters once we were in the sanctuary. What could be the cause?
Leave the hypotheses to Aish, Morley. We got bigger fish to fry.
Finally, a lucky break. Now that I'm an Alm, I can protect you all the whole way.
You are made.
Take this!
My thanks.
Appreciate it. Think you could have the first gathered enough mana. Come at me!
They were not our equal.
Taking this?
I have been summoned. Hear us. I feel the spirit's favor.
take into account the changing evolution after creating this subspecies. Perhaps.
Should we permit him to ponder uninterrupted? Words will not reach him at this stage, I
It figures. Aish, stop falling behind if you don't want to find your own way.
believe. May the items in could this be? Secured.
Time to get to work.
I guess this means I've improved.
Show us the wonders of mana. I'm at full strength. The Dugbears will love this.
It would have been nice to have Hina here to see this.
Yeah. She would have loved this view.
Then I'll be sure to soak up as much of the atmosphere as I can, for her sake.
That's the idea, Karina. I'll do the same.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Don't let victory go to your head. The Dugbears will love this.
Show us the wonders of mana.
I'm at full strength. What went through the minds of the Ohms of old as they walked this path?
Our thoughts often turn to those we left behind in times such as these.
Bittersweet to reminisce, but my heart still feels warm. I'll bet you the alms of the past will give us a warm welcome.
I feel the spirit's favor.
Timing.
My gratitude!
Enough games!
Do not drop your defenses until the very end.
My rigorous training has paid off. Don't mind if I do. How's this? I'm at full strength.
So all souls return to the Mana Tree eventually. In that case, I wonder if Orin and Liza are back yet. Hey everyone. We made it.
Val, I am sure. Your voice has reached them.
I'll cover you. Keep them coming.
Been summoned.
Got your back.
Might we exchange these elsewhere? Might we exchange these elsewhere? What wondrous where could this be? Emerge! I feel the spirit's favor. I have gathered some grizzly syrup. Maybe items in could this be? I feel stronger than ever before!
can be at ease here.
Huh? The path stops here.
Then how do we get to the Mana Goddess?
Fairy could well have indicated the wrong route through the sanctuary. Her directions were vague at best.
Do not doubt that you are on the correct path.
It's Vidiz, the White Dragon Princess. Golly, what are you doing here?
You, your companions, and even I must face whatever future lies ahead of us, come what may.
Don't worry. Vidiz is like Trent, an emissary of the goddess.
Can you tell us how to continue on the path ahead?
I am the keeper of the future. How you choose to proceed depends on the answers you provide. There are many roads you may take, each with their own consequences. Do you understand?
I think so. We have a choice to complete the pilgrimage, or not. But that decision is why we've come to the goddess. Please, let us speak to her and ask for her wisdom.
After learning the truth, how will you feel? Will you accept it?
The truth?
Have you the strength to face the truth of this world? I do not know the depth of your conviction, what resides within your heart. Make me understand your intent. Your hearts will lead you along the path you seek.
She wants actions, not words, then.
We must convince her of our conviction.
You won't want to miss an ominous...
Thanks.
When tilling the lands to bear fruit, one must bear in mind the myriad disasters they will face. Extinguish the bane that threatens to incinerate all.
Really think about what she's telling us.
Test your might that is incorrect.
Wrong answer.
Disaster befall you!
She's summoning something! Look out! I can still fight.
Bring it on. I'm ready for anything.
As many rounds as it takes.
Though mortals yearn for the future, they are hindered by the shackles of their past. Expel the knowledge that leads mortals astray.
A riddle? Shall we offer a reply in the...
Test your might!
Nice timing.
You are mistaken.
Wrong answer. This is your end! Tremble!
This is...
Prepare for your final trial.
Final one? Then we go all out!
Ain't over till it's over, Vidiz.
As Alm of Light, surely you can decipher the truth from that which is false. Discern your truth, and yours alone.
You can answer this, Val.
Test your might. That is correct.
Right answer.
it is clear to me. Those strong enough to break free of their fate. Long have we prayed for pilgrims such as yourselves. You may be the heroes that the goddess of mana has needed all along. Go forth and create your own future.
Thank you, Vidiz!
I'll carry on from here.
Aha! Nice to see that this place hasn't changed. No monsters either. Looks just like it did back in Fadiel times. You have had a long journey, but the mana tree is just ahead.
A long and laborious journey indeed.
The Alm's final destination.
And yet, we aren't here to offer our souls like those that came before us. We need to meet with the goddess.
Coda, the Alms have arrived.
Coda? Huh?
I am the guardian of this sanctuary.
There are humans living within the barrier? That's news to me.
Living? No. I am but a strong will given form. Consider me like one of the spirits. To put it in terms you may understand, I am the first in the long legacy of soul guards. You passed Vidiz's trial admirably, Val. I should not be surprised given that you are of my own bloodline.
You're my ancestor?
If we assume that long ago, people from Tiania were chosen to stand guard over the Mana Goddess, and that practice has held over to this very day. Aha! Then he is the origin of the Soul Guard tradition.
My mission remains unchanged since I first accepted it. Protect the Goddess of Mana.
Do you know where we can find her, Guardian Coda? We need to speak with the goddess as soon as possible.
You may refer to me as simply Coda. Trent and Vidiz have relayed your current plight to me. Come. I will take you to the Mana Goddess.
One of my ancestors is here? In the sanctuary? Well, I can't keep him or the Mana Goddess waiting. Time to go. Goddess of Mana. I'm Val, and these are my friends. We've come here to ask for a moment of your time, before we offer our souls. Delafos has broken free of his seal, and is going around the world setting the Benevodons loose.
His only goal is to get his revenge on you, Goddess. You have to do something.
We have so many questions to ask. About Delafos and Core Stones, and my strange ability. All of it.
Goddess?
I promise we're telling the truth. Please listen to us.
We fully intend to sacrifice our souls when the time comes. But first, we have to protect the world from this danger.
She cannot hear you. The goddess of mana is unreachable in her slumber. She has not once awakened since she first fell into this long, long sleep.
Not a single source I have read has ever referenced that the goddess was in this state.
No one has ever been allowed this deep within the sanctuary. Her condition is not known to any others.
But Delafos is breathing down our necks. The goddess was our last hope.
Coda? How did she end up like this?
Vidiz believes that you can be trusted to make your own decisions. So, I will tell you. Tell you how this all came to be. The truth behind this world.
What could have happened to the goddess? Coda should have some answers at least.
Fadiel. The world as it was once known in the distant past was made up of 5 realms: the spirit realm, the mortal realm, the mystic realm, the ethereal realm, and the arboreal realm. Mana power once flowed freely through these places, and Fadiel knew only peace and prosperity. Until one day, mortals, in their greed, sought to use that power for warfare. The flow of mana was disrupted, and the 5 realms became perilously unbalanced. The mortal realm consumed an enormous amount of mana, plunging the mystic realm, home to the Benevodons, into disarray. The divide between the realms weakened to the point that all worlds merged into one. When the mana dried up, the monsters unleashed their wrath.
The discord that had driven people to degrade the powers of mana ended, and their battle against the Benevodons began.
The goddess wished to save the mortals from suffering at the hands of the Benevodons. So she asked Fairy, her emissary, to find Delafos, name him her champion, and bequeath unto him the Mana Sword. And as promised, he successfully subdued all 8 Benevodons. However, he refused to return the Mana Sword, and instead swore revenge against the goddess, after the death of Cerulia.
Is that what changed Delafos so drastically?
He lost the person most dear to him.
Sounds like Delafos couldn't come to terms with her passing.
Indeed. Delafos saw no reason to care about a world bereft of the one he loved. So he turned against the Mana Goddess. She ended up using all her strength to preserve a corrupted world. With her power exhausted, the goddess then fell into a deep sleep. It was up to the Guardian of the Sanctuary, namely me, to stand against Delafos with the help of the Elementals. But it was not enough. We struck each other at the same time, resulting in his stone imprisonment and my destruction. Only my will survived. If only I had been stronger.
So, Coda, Delafos, and I all carry the same pain within us.
So you're the one responsible for that boulder by the entrance, huh, Coda?
Yes, though he managed to break free regardless. With the help of the elementals, I was able to divide Delafos' terrible power and seal it away with the Benevodons scattered across the land. But I underestimated the strength of his hatred. His power was steeped in animosity, which bled into the surrounding lands, creating horrible disasters in its wake. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure. The wind will rage and the winged fall flightless. Pure waters will run foul and disease spread. Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. Verdant lands will wither away and seeds will cease to sprout. The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. The moon's hold over time will splinter, depriving all beings of logic. What people refer to as prophesied disasters are actually the curse of Delafos' power upon the land.
Then, the source of these disasters was never the Benevodons at all. It was a curse, brought about by a single man's folly, from the very start.
Strong emotions revitalize mana power. In addition, Delafos had access to the energy from the Mana Sword itself. The elementals tried to stop Delafos' curse from running rampant. Their powers suppressed the worst effects from taking hold. But with the 5 realms now combined, the flow of mana slowed to a trickle. Elementals couldn't maintain that balance indefinitely. And so, without anything to check its dangerous powers, the effects of the curse spread throughout the entire world. Tortured by the curse of Delafos, mortals turned to the goddess for help and offered up sacrifices. Alms. Alms would travel to the mana tree and freely give up their souls, their life force, to the sleeping goddess. As I mentioned, strong emotions bring about mana power. With the souls from faithful alms, the flow of mana was rejuvenated, for a time. Powers restored, the elementals could once again suppress the effects of the curse. But after 4 years, their stores of mana would once again run dry.
That's why the alms have to go to the mana tree to stop disaster from befalling our villages.
At the end of their pilgrimage, I would change the alms into core stones to give to the goddess.
Core stones? Wait, you can...
Yes, Val. Your ability was passed down through my bloodline. Originally, it was used to return monsters to the flow of mana. Reintroducing life into the flow of mana was how Faudiel maintained balance.
So then, what I did to Hina...
Oh, Val.
Sooner or later, that fate was waiting for her in the end.
Yes, as it waits for all alms who come to the mana tree. Your souls will be given to the goddess to protect the cycle of mana, including the soul of the Alm of Earth that you possess.
Liza's?
This is all we can do until the mana goddess reawakens.
What's that?
The barrier is under siege.
Whoa, what is going on? It's probably the Benevodons. Looks like they're trying to break through.
This is Delafos' doing.
what'll happen to the sanctuary?
There is no need for alarm. Benevadons hold great power, not as great as the sanctuary itself.
They're retreating.
Oh. Good.
There is no sign of the man himself. Perhaps Deilophos intended this attack to serve as a diversion?
Deilophos and the Benevadons are still a threat to us all, just like in the past.
Things aren't looking so good for the world if these monsters run free.
If the goddess is unable to grant us aid, we must muster our own forces. It is our chance to fix the future.
Our loved ones need protection. I'll do it alone if I have to.
We've already defeated 3 of these things. The remaining 5 will be a piece of cake.
Coda, we need time. I promise we will offer up our souls, but we have to take care of the world first. We will stop the rest of the Benevadons and Deilophos before he hurts anyone else.
I do not have the power to stop you either way. Do what you feel is right. The decision to fight should be left to the living. It is your duty, as protecting the sanctuary is mine. I believe your group of alms has untold potential to rejuvenate the flow of mana. And more.
More what?
It is not important. What matters is that as long as Deilophos has the Mana Sword, he will continue his assault on the sanctuary, and the goddess kept safe within.
Then, we'll just have to reclaim the sword ourselves. It's the only way to keep disaster at bay.
Returning the sword to its rightful place wouldn't hurt either.
You should keep the core stone of the Alm of Earth. Abiding by the will of the alms is important, after all.
Coda is putting a lot of faith in you. I think you'll be able to handle the road ahead as well.
Vidiz has also acknowledged their worthiness. It is time that I trusted in people once more. Though I cannot lend you my own power, I can at least release that of this little one.
What happened to you?
I do believe this is the sacred beast Flammy. Ramco must have been Flammy the entire time. Flammy has made many documented visits to our world, but I never dreamed I would be in her presence.
Oh, I get it. Ramco was just another form of Flammy to begin with.
Her wings are the fastest way to convey you to the Benevadons. Make haste, Alms.
Thanks.
Flammy can take you anywhere in the world you want to go.
Ramco, you got so big. Big and strong enough to carry all of us. All the little ones grow up so fast.
Remember that Flammy's power can only fly you around for so long. She'll revert back to her cub form when you land. Just use the Flammy drum to summon her whenever you need to fly.
Whoa!
Now then, what's your plan of action?
If I may, would you be so kind as to return me to Lagrazzo?
She says it would be her pleasure.
Now then, with Ramco's permission, shall we be off to Lagrazzo?
Ram looks so small from up here.
It feels a lot more spread out when you have to walk, huh?
Ramco must really like the sound of that drum, huh?
We'll be relying on her a lot from now on.
Thanks for all the help, Ramco. You're the best.
An excellent landing, young Ramco. Brava! Now then, I will begin the process of compiling what I observed within the sanctuary for analysis.
You're not going to help us with the Benevodons?
It grieves me to say it, but I must decline. Though please keep in mind that I want a full report on your exploits. I will add it to my account of this historic situation we find ourselves in.
I suppose he is the best suited.
It's okay that you want to analyze your data, but please don't let the information that Coda entrusted you with turn into gossip.
Of course. Not to worry. I take great pains to compile my notes in secrecy.
If it isn't the head curator and the rest of the alms, you're safe. Oh, we were worried when we heard the Benevodons were attacking the Mana Tree.
I am as well as can be expected, thanks to the Mana Goddess's barrier. Word of the Benevodons' revival has spread, I see. Have you determined where the monsters have appeared, perchance?
Reports indicate that disaster is spreading to the lands that house the Benevodons. Besseroth, Benevodon of Wind, has been spotted in the Vale of Longrin. And Tormarni, Benevodon of the Moon, near Aetern. Gandum, Benevodon of Water, was seen outside of Illistana. While the Benevodon of Wood, Florit, is stalking Vertius Burrow as we speak. Scribes have already been sent afield to collect what information they can.
Curious. The Benevodon of Fire has not been accounted for. Is there no word of Volkibel?
No reports out of the Tiania area as of yet. Our theory is that the Fire Benevodon still slumbers.
I see. I suppose that is good news. It seems you all have 4 Benevodons to take care of at present.
I can feel it. The flow of mana power in each area has changed. You could start in any location, but time is of the essence.
My word! An emissary of the goddess! What a singular wing shape! Would you mind if I sketched it?
I'm afraid I'm in a hurry.
We should get going too. Good luck, Aish.
Farewell. We will meet again soon, I'm sure.
Let's focus on the 4 monsters we know of. So, Val, what'll it be?
Leave it to me. We can head out now.
It's colder in the sky than I thought. Is everyone keeping warm?
Thanks to Ramco's cozy coat, I am more than comfortable.
You're headed toward Longrin, I see. Be careful. I can sense Besseroth's presence near the Veil of Wind.
Not quite the homecoming I pictured. I mean...
No matter what, you should be proud of what you've accomplished. What's up with this wind?
Whoa! Veil of Wind? More like Veil of Hurricanes. You live like this, Karina?
Are you kidding? No one lives like this. A Benevodon is behind this gale. I'd bet lucre on it.
Speaking of which, where is it?
Fairy! Hey, Fairy!
Nothing. Nary a peep from Fairy. She may have been blown off course before she arrived.
Well, we should probably check with the chief anyway. Out of everyone in town, he's most likely to have an idea of what's going on.
The chief is sure to know what's going on in Longren. Let's rest up.